is going on? I'm Steve. Hope you're having an awesome day. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to play 6 of the most iconic, amazing guitar intros from the 1960s. They're super fun. You'll know them all, and I'm going to count down from number 6 down to number 1. That right there was Pinball Wizard by The Who. It's got that crazy strumming, super fun. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear which one is your favorite, and give me some more suggestions for more videos like this. So let's get right to it. All right, coming in at number 6, I'm gonna take the capo off, and let's play For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. I started with this interesting harmonic that'll definitely turn some heads. So this harmonic is up on the 12th fret of the E string, and it simulates what I think is an electric guitar with a vibrato or tremolo. If you've never played harmonics before, just take your 3rd finger, put it right over the metal of the 12th fret right there on that high E string, but don't press down. Just literally just set it right there. When you give it that kind of beat, especially when you lift the last one off, rings out like that. Very beautiful. Then take that same finger and put it on the 5th fret, right over the 5th fret of the B string. And you can see right there, I accidentally lifted off a little bit and it played the open note, which you don't want to do. And right after doing that, go down to an E major, up to an A major, and I've got a 3-minute lesson, a really easy one that shows you how to do. So check out that 3-minute lesson for the full song. Okay, for number 5, I've got the capo back on the 2nd fret, which means we're going to return to Pinball Wizard by The Who. It's in B major. Now the song technically starts with an A minor, does this sweet little progression of chords, but the most iconic and, amazing moment, of course, is when Pete Townsend does this right there. So it's in B major, and what makes it really unique is that you're hitting 4 different B strings, including a duplicate on the low note. So it begins by taking your thumb on the 7th fret of the E string, and then hit the open A string right there. So those are both B notes, thanks to the capo. You're duplicating the bass notes, which is cool. Then take your 3rd finger, put it on the 9th fret of the D string. Next finger on the 8th fret of the G string. And your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the B string. Like this, so. And when you combine all these together, and if you keep this finger vertical right there, then it leaves room for the open E string. That open E string right there. So you're getting all these different amazing notes ringing out and open strings. Then you take your pinky and put it on the 9th fret of the G string right there, and that's how you begin the whole chord. Ready? And then remove the pinky like that. Put the pinky back on and get the strumming. It's gonna take a little bit to get the strumming. And whatever you do, rock it down, up, down on the low notes. Very cool. And then the song keeps progressing down 2 chords like this. 2 frets. And then it goes down to the F. And then it goes to E major. And then it goes on from there. I'll do a lesson on this song later, but it's really beautiful. That iconic right there is sure to wow people. Okay, coming in at number 4, everybody knows this one. Really sweet. I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones from 1965. Begins here on the 2nd fret of the A string. Give it 2 hits. The first one is sort of staccato, like that. And then hit it one more time, and immediately go to the 4th fret of that A string, and then go to the 5th fret. Now hit the 5th fret twice and slide it back down to the 4th fret and go start it over again right there. Now when you come back down, I'll show you a different little slide you can do. See that? I kept this finger the whole way, and that time I was able to go hitting it twice and sliding it down and sliding back down, and then you get this finger back in place to start over. And then when you do, you end up in part of an E major to A major, then it goes to E to B, and I try, and E, and all that kind of stuff. Check out my full lesson on that one. Number 3, it's Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival. This one's really fun to play. You begin here with a D major. Now you can start with a bar chord, like that, or a regular D major. Give it 2 big down strums. If you're doing it up here, you can see I sort of like lift up my fingers a little bit just to stop the first ones, like that. Give it a little extra strum, and then do an A major, and I go low to high. Now you can do an A major with your thumb, you can do it like this, or if you want, you can try to play an A major like this and put your pinky here. But I play sort of like a classic, F shape right up here on the 5th fret and go. Then go down 2 frets to a G major and back to the D. And strum that sucker out a little bit. So one more time. Very cool, just 3 chords. D, let's try it this way. D. Last one was with more of a classic A, putting your pinky there, to a G, to a D. 3 chords, and the moment everybody hears it, they're like, oh yeah, I know this song. All right, at number 2, this one's a little bit tougher to play. Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. It's really, really sweet. So we begin here in D major. D major, and it's mostly, the high notes. You let the bassist play the low stuff. You start on the 7th fret of the G string, hit it twice, and go down to the 5th fret of that G string, and put this back on the 7th fret. So far. And try to stop that last one, like that. And after that, you go to the 7th fret of the D string and walk it down to the 6th and down to the 5th. But you can saw I did these little pops where you go. Try that. You do palm muting. You hit it sort of dramatically, give it a good hit, but don't put a hole in your guitar. And then you put your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the A string, like that, and 3rd fret of the D string with your 1st finger, and give that a good vibrato, and back to the 5th fret of the A string. So all together. And on the next time up, I went to the 7th fret of the G and the B strings right there, and I went like this. So you go from the 7th fret of the G and the B to the 5th fret of the G and the B strings, and do it again. Sort of that same walk down on the D string from 7, 5, 4, but this time you go up an octave. You got the 12th fret of that D string, 12th fret of the D string with your 3rd finger, and then 1st finger on the 10th fret of the G string, and push it up, or give it a super vibrato. Very cool. Sunshine of Your Love. All right, and coming in at number 1, how about this classic? House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. It's got this super arpeggio going on with an A minor chord. So A minor chord, no capo needed, and you hit the low A string once, and then you strum all those notes of the A minor. And once you get to the top, you start coming back down. Try that for a minute on the A minor, and then it does that the whole way through the song practically. You go to a C major after that, like that, and then you go to a D major. This one has less room to travel because you're just doing these 4 strings. Then you play an F major, back to A minor, to C major, then you go to an E major, and turn it into an E7th. E7th right there, which is first finger on the first fret of the G string, and the next finger on the second fret of the A string, and you leave that open D, like that, so. And then after that, if you want to start strumming, do that. Check out my full lesson on House of the Rising Sun, but it's that arpeggio at the beginning that's amazing. Super beautiful. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me if I missed any. I'm going to be doing more of these kind of videos, so definitely give me some requests and tell me which one was the hardest one, the easiest one, or the most fun to play. All right, I'm Steve again. Hope you're doing amazing. Hit like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you next time. Later.